Hey guys, it's Caitlin and Bella.
Today we have an advice video for you.
This is how to barely survive high school. Topic number 1, first day of school. I usually on the first day just bring one notebook, one folder, and a couple pencils. And just like essential things that I need other than that, like my lunch bag.
Yeah.
And then at our school we usually get the syllabi?
Syllabuses?
I don't know. Syllabi.
Whatever.
On the first day and for each class, and then sometimes teachers will have a preference as to what you use, but sometimes it's your choice as to whether
Most of the time it is.
You want to use binders or folders. It's up to you.
Little side note, binders are heavy if you don't have lockers. I suggest not using binders unless you need to.
I love binders though. I don't know. I just love binders because this year in Spanish, my folder, we got so many papers in Spanish that my folder ripped about like halfway through first semester. So then I just switched to a binder for the rest of the year. Make sure on the first day you stay calm and don't freak out. Everybody's nervous on the first day. Something is bound to go wrong. Just go with the flow and it'll be okay, and you'll be home back safe in your house eating snacks and binge watching Netflix before you know it. And everyone is in the same position as you are. So don't throw a pity party. Even
the older kids, they still don't know where their classes are. Most of the time, it's kind of winging it. Honestly. Go to orientation. Do not skip orientation.
Make sure you walk through your schedule at least once, if not twice, to know exactly where you're going, so then you can plan out if you have a longer haul from one class to the other to walk faster, because the hallways will be crowded. It will be very different on the first day than it will be on orientation day.
So make sure you know before then what you're doing. 2. Storage and organization. Make sure that you have separate binders, folders, notebooks, whatever you want for each class. Do not use a trapper keeper. You're going to get confused. Just have everything have its own separate place to go.
Do not just randomly shove papers in your backpacks. Put them in the folder where they're supposed to go, so when you're looking for something quickly, you can find it easily. And make sure you organize your papers within each subject. So whether that is by unit or lesson or whichever way makes sense to you, organize your things so it's not just a mess within organization. It's an organization within organization.
If your school uses lockers, make sure that you test your code and your location of your locker and all of that. Make sure it works on orientation day, because if you're doing that on the first day of school, you're really stupid when it doesn't open after 50 tries, and no one likes that.
Yes.
Our school just uses backpacks. We have lockers, we have assigned lockers, but no one uses them because we have such a big school. So make sure your bag is big enough to hold everything, because if it's too tiny, you're just going to get really aggravated when you're trying to cram your hand in and find things, and it's not going to work. Have a lot of pockets in your backpack also. That's what I like, and it's because you can have, like, I always have the top pockets for my phone, and then I have the main thing for all my books, and then I have extra paper, and I have pencils and places to put headphones and just things like that. It's really nice. You know where everything is. If you memorize where you put things, and you can find it like that, it's great.
If you are using a locker, make sure you organize your locker, because your locker is like your home base and you don't want your home base to be a mess. Some lockers come with a built-in shelf like ours, and so we like to put little small things like a pencil box with all of your pencils and pens and all that fun stuff, and like Kleenexes or hand sanitizer or a little mirror, extra things like that on the top shelf. I also like to go to Target or whatever and get one of those portable shelves to put my books and folders and binders underneath, and then I put my backpack on top of that. And I like to organize all my stuff in order of my schedule. So if I'm in a cram and need to run to class, I know exactly where, okay, third hour is right in the middle, so I've got to go into the middle and I'll be fine. As I mentioned, a pencil box in the little top shelf of your locker. If you don't use a locker, or if you do, it's good to have pencils together so they're not just in a mess on the bottom of your locker or backpack. Always keep extra pencils around. Number 3, buildings. Our school is very big, and we have 2 buildings that we have to go back and forth between, which is not fun because around here it gets very cold in the winter.
And slippery.
Yes, do not be that person that doesn't want to bring a jacket even if it's -20. Wear a jacket because it will keep you healthy and you won't be cold.
You look stupid when you're shivering outside when everyone else has a jacket.
At our school there's this one door that everybody crams in because it's easier to go that way, but honestly I think it's easier to just walk around outside to the front door because there's not as many people trying to fit in one tiny little door.
And it's not slippery because everyone's wearing boots and you're dragging snow and water and whatever in. Just don't fall. Don't do that either.
When in doubt, find the most convenient route.
Ooh.
I just made that up now. Clap for myself.
Make sure you know how far you need to walk between classes and make sure you plan ahead to know how long that takes. So don't be stopping in the hall and talking to people excessively. Like a little bit's okay if you want to just like quick stop and talk to someone, but don't be sitting there for 5 minutes when you still have a 5-minute walk to go when your passing period is only 8 minutes, because that does not add up and you're going to be late and you're going to look dumb. Especially within the first week because you're going to look like you got lost.
And you might lose points or get a tardy or get a detention. And I don't think you want that. Make sure you ask other students who have had the teachers that you're going to have this year before. You can ask them just how to survive in their class, whether they're crazy and don't know what they're doing, or if they're really hard and give a lot of homework, or strict and you can't leave class or get up or do anything. Just, it's good to get an idea of what you're going to expect this year.
What you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. Make sure that you ask your teacher a lot of questions if you don't understand something, or even if you get part of it, just make sure that you ask questions so that you fully understand the concept, because in the end it's on you. If you fail a test, it's partly your fault because you didn't figure out how to learn it. Also, make sure that if you have a teacher that you just don't work well with, that you ask friends or peers that are in your class or have the same teacher to help explain it to you in a way that makes sense. Have study groups, get together with other people and talk about things, work together. We're all in this together. No, okay, we're good. Yes. Don't stress out if you get to a class or you get your schedule and you have no friends in any of your classes at all. It's gonna be okay. I know it seems a little scary, but you will make new friends. Even if you're super quiet and introverted like me, you will make friends. This year I became really close friends with a girl who was like an acquaintance that I had met in classes a couple years ago, but like we didn't really talk that often. But then all of a sudden we had classes together and started talking and got super close. So
a lot of your high school friends, chances are you're never going to see them again, as sad as it sounds, and I know you want to stay with them forever, but in college you're going to move away and you're going to meet so many new people and it's going to be amazing and whatever. You're going to meet new adult friends, I guess. I don't know. Quality over quantity. If you have a few really close friends and they're always behind you, it's going to be way better and a way better high school experience than if you have 50 that always are starting drama and always are just getting in the middle of things and just making you feel really bad or being left out and stuff like that. It's not fun, no matter how many friends you have. Number 6, homework and extracurriculars.
First and foremost, manage your time wisely. No matter if you're in one sport or 20 sports or no sports or activities at all, you are going to be busy. High school is crazy, you are going to be busy. So manage your time wisely.
And within that, you need to figure out your priorities within your classes, because you may have a teacher that, like this year for math, all of our math homework wasn't due until the unit test. So you could put it off, and if you're okay with doing it the night before, then do it the night before, as long as you get other stuff done and aren't just slacking off. So we have this magical thing called technology. It's very easy to be able to call someone at 7 o'clock at night and be like, hey, how do I do number 17 on the math worksheet? And it's just really
Before 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
if you're
I
like
mean,
me.
yeah.
Do not abuse technology. Do not
Yes.
get carried away and distracted. Learn from my experiences.
Both of our experiences.
Yes. Make sure that you save every single copy. Like after you type one word or like make one space bar, save that because you never know what could happen. Make sure you always have a backup, whether it's a flash drive or Google or whatever. Always have more than one copy.
If you have advisory or a study hall or a free period built into your schedule or something like that, use it. Do your homework. Don't just run around, do something. Try and get ahead of it, or if you're like me, do the stuff that you didn't do last night, or study. Actually study in study hall, genius, right? Don't cram big things, kind of like we already said. Don't squish your big project up until the last date. Don't write your essay the night before, because you're gonna get a bad grade. You can't do quality work on the night before. My English teacher last year would have us turn in a paragraph each day just to stay on top of things, and it really helps. It does, because it lightens the workload. It makes you feel less stressed. Don't have anything else to say.
Build good habits as soon as you can, because I know so many people that slack off in their freshman year and then they get up to like any other year and they're just so frustrated because not only is their GPA suffering, but they don't know how to handle all of the harder classes. So build those good learning skills and study skills as soon as you can, because it's just going to help you.
If you're in a sport or an activity outside of school and you're just getting too stressed with too much homework, it's okay to take a day or a few days off just to get yourself back on track with your homework. No one's gonna judge you or anything, it'll be fine. If you need to print something at school because your printer's broken or you don't have one or whatever, make sure you plan when you are going to go do that. Make sure you come in early or you do it before a class that you know your teacher won't care, because you just don't want to rush it. And make sure you have a backup electrical copy, something, because if it doesn't work for some reason or you can't get it to print, you're gonna be in trouble. When are you gonna go get that printing done? Whoa, one more time.
Make sure you plan when you're going to the bathroom. Boy or girl, whatever your deal is, just make sure you know when you're gonna go. For me, the best time to go is lunch, because it's right in the middle of the day. It's the perfect time. You're not missing class. You'll be fine. Just go to the bathroom during lunch, or if you have work time or during a class where you can just go and you don't have to ask the teacher, you just take the pass and go. But whatever you do not raise your hand during a lecture and ask to go to the bathroom.
No.
You need to hold that ish and get your life together. Unless there's poop coming out of your anus or blood going down your leg or your bladder is exploding, then you're fine. Just plan your bathroom breaks, please.
On that note,
thanks for watching.
please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it and comment down below new ideas for our next video.
Like and subscribe!